Back open. Perfecto, perfecto. Guys, waiting for Alma to come, but in the meanwhile, let's sit straight, sit tall, sit on chin mudra. Shoulders relaxed, they are heavy and away from your ears. Close your eyes. Take a very deep breath. Breathe out. Breathe in. Breathe out. One deep breath in. Belly, the chest, on your upper back. And breathe out again from your belly, from your chest, upper back. Breathe in, belly, chest, upper back. Breathe out, belly, chest, and do Namaskar Mudra, chin down. Om Ajnanatirandasya Jnananjana Shalakaya Chakshuromilitam Yenam Tasmai Shri Gurudeva Namah Sahana Bhavatu Sahano Bhunattu Savirjam Karvavahe Tejasvinavaditamastu ma Vikvesha Bhavahe O Chaitanya Chandraya Namo Namaste Set your intentions for today. Dedicate your practice to yourself, to your loved ones, anyone. Send your good wishes, send your positive thoughts. Arrive on the mat. Let go of any tension, let go of any thoughts, let go of any planning, let go of whatever you've been thinking. Thank you for joining me in the practice. Quickly just clasp your hand ahead of in front of the chest and take it forward. Forward, show the palm straight to yourself and then take it up to the ceiling. Stretch your hand straight, straight, straight. And twist towards your right. Straight comes to the center, twist towards the left. Center. Show your palms to the front and then roll it forward and take it to your chest. Release your hands, take your left hand on the right knees and twist towards your right. Every breathe in, extend your chest, elongate your spine, breathe out, twist towards the back. Extend your spine, twist towards the back. Let your knees down, knees be heavy, both the knees are towards the ground. Take your gaze to the back of the room. On the other side, take your right knee, Extend your chest, put your knees down, elongate your spine, and look up at the back. Plant your palm to the mat, just behind your hips. Back, down. Every inhale, you extend your chest, extend your spine. Down. Gradually come back, come to all fours. Let's gradually transition to all fours. Untuck your toes and your hands under your shoulders. We take a few cat cow before we get into our hatha style winter postures. Let's go to cow, cat, cow, cat, cow, with control, cat. Cow, and cat. Last one, cow, cat. Come to neutral spine. Extend your knees, right knee to the right side. Take it close to your elbow. Take it back. Right side, elbow, back, knee to right side, knee to elbow, and knee down. Left side, lift your left knee, take it towards your left, to the elbow, rotate it down. Just gently rotate your hips, rotate your knees and feet. And then take it down. Just very gently. Do a few hip rotation. Go towards the right, to the left. Come forward. Right, back. Left, forward. Right, back. Left, forward. Other right, left. Hips to the heels. Take it towards the right. Center. Left. Take your hips to the heels. Right. Center. Last one. Right. Hips to the heels. Right and center. With control, tuck your toes and you gradually transition into your downward facing dog, but you lift your knees first. Stay for 2 seconds. Then take your hips forward, hips up to the ceiling. Your heels are lifted, your knees are bent, and then you start walking your dog. Take your right heel down first, left heel down, then keep walking your dog. Anything that you need to stretch it today, warm it up there, take your focus, send your prana, send your breathing, send your energy, send your fresh breath there. Keep walking. Stay for a second here. Stretch. What is the portion where you are counting? Take your leg up, on, nose, whatever works today. Let's do a little bit of organic movement of your choice to warm the body up. Release any tension, release any stay breath. Then with calmness, come to a standstill. Downward facing dog. Knees are micro bent. Hips are lifted. Keep lifting the hips. Micro bend, pushing the knees down. Pushing the mat from your palm. Strengthening your lower back. Chest coming close to your thighs. Overhead. Then gently walk towards the front of the mat. Knees are still bent, hands are still on the mat. Then just gently relax here. Your knees are bent, your hands are on the mat. Head is heavy, hanging towards the floor. Hold both elbows behind your knees so that you take a chest to the thighs and your head between the knees. Knees are still bent. And then millimeter by millimeter, and straighten your knees. Your chest is still on the thighs, head is hanging loose. Stretch your toes, leg on the entire feet. Enjoy this pose. Let your head hang. Keep your hand and control vertebra by vertebra. Lift up, stand tall. Just gently, quickly, just rotate your shoulders, front to back, front, up, back. Now reverse, back, front, back, up, front. Last one, back, front. Very, very quickly, just take your left hand up, tilt it towards the right side. Left hand go down, right hand go up, tilt it towards the left. Hand on your waist, just take a deep rotation of your waist. Standing tall, knees are straight, rotation of your waist. Right side, left side, stand. Let's get into our Surya Namaskara Hatha style. So we will take right leg first, left leg second later. So we'll do a few quick rounds. Hands down. Stretch your toes, drop it down, stretch your heel, lift your heels, drop it down. Lift your knees. Tuck in your waist, tuck in your waist. Shoulders down, head relaxed, eyes closed. Shining your palms to the front. Take a couple of breaths. Let's start. Hands to the chest. Hands go up and then back. Forward fold will control, stretching your hand forward, forward fold. And with these, plant your hand, take your right feet back, take your right knee down, and you lift up, lift your head up, plant your hand, downward facing dog, plank, knees, chest and chin down, slide forward to upward facing dog, a cobra, downward facing dog, right leg come forward, left knee down, and stretch your hands up and bend back. Keep pushing your hips down. Plant your hands on the side of your right toe. Take your left toe between left to right. Bend forward. Hands comes up. Bend back. Take your hands up straight from front and then bend back. Forward fold with hands stretched forward. And then plant your both hands next to your toes. Left leg back, left knee down. Your right leg back, and then downward facing dog. Plank. Knees, chest and chin down. Lift your hips up. Untuck your toes, slide forward, cobra, Toes are pushing to the mat, knees are on the mat, hips down, and the chest is open to the front. Tuck your toes and go down facing down. And your left feet come forward, right feet go down. Plant hand and rise up. Take your hands behind your back. Keep pushing the hips down and take your left knee forward. Hands are stretched, looking towards the ceiling. Keep pushing your hips down. Plant your hand next to your left toe. Bring your right toe next to the left. Forward fold. Hands up. Bring forward, bring back. To the chest. Second one. Hands up. Bend back. Your waist is forward and your chest is bending back. Hands are next to your ears. Stretch your hand forward from your waist. Bend forward. Plant your hands next to your toes. Take your right feet back, right knee down, and then look up. Take your left feet back, downward facing dog. Put the heels around the ground. Push the mat from your palm. Lift your hips up. Shoulders are away from your ears. Come to plank. High plank. Knees, chest, and chin down. Lift your hip up. Keep pushing your hip up. Cobra, untuck your toes, slide forward, come to Cobra. Shoulders are away from your ears. Knees are on the ground, pushing the ground, lifting your chest from your waist. Downward facing dog. Right feet come forward, left knee down. Extend your hand and take it up and then back. Keep pushing the heels, keep pushing the hips down, and then take your right knee forward, hands between your ears, bending from the chest. Plant your hands next to your right toe. Bring your left two feet next to the right, and then bend forward. Hands up. And close. Last one. Hands up. Bend back. Stretch your hand forward. Take it down. Plant next to your toes. Stand to the left. Feet back. Left knee down. Plant your hand next to your toes and look up. Keep extending your feet back and forward. Your heels to the ground. Arms pushing the mat, lifting your hips up. Transitioning to high plank. Knees, chest and chin down. Glide forward to Cobra. Downward facing dog. Left leg come forward, right knee down. Stand up and take your hands behind your back. Keep pushing the hips down, keep pushing the knees forward. Plant your hand next to your arms. Take your right feet next to the left. And then bend back, bend forward. Extend your hands up. Few breaths. Now hand on the waist, take your left feet 3.5 feet back, facing forward. Just like it. Triangle pose, facing forward. Lift your left hand up. Extend your left hand forward, right hand on the waist. Keep extending from your waist, chest looking forward, chin is looking forward, and then with control, push your right waist back and left wrist forward to get a more grounding, more stability. Take your hand, left hand down. Wherever it goes, it can go on your shin, it can go on your toes, and wherever it goes, first you get a good stability, push your weight back on your back feet, and then you lift your right hand up and look towards the right. Twist. Keep pushing the weight on both the feet. Focus at one point and get a stability. Knees are straight. If this is easy, you try to take your fingers to the right side of your leg. With every breath in, breathe out and twist a bit more. Push your right hip back, left feet forward. Extend your hand. Both the hands are in one line, looking towards the right. And if this is easy, can you just take your palms back on the mat? Control, look down, hand kick on your waist, and then focus on both the feet without losing your balance. Hand straight up, lift up, and then behind your back. Now take your legs 4.5 feet back to lunge, and then take your knees down. Hands 4.5 feet back, lunge down. Go a bit deeper into this pose, and both the hands are next to your feet, on your right feet. And with control, straighten your knee and palms on the mat. And then lift your toes up. So your right leg is come straight in front, left knee is back. Extending your chest to the front, trying to take your nose to the knees. Plant your hand. Wherever hand goes, you will find it easy if it's closer to your body, and if you find it difficult, you take it closer away from the body and close to your toes. Wherever it goes, your fingers should be first. Then you take your palms down one by one. Push your right hip back, left foot forward, and bend forward. Pull your toes to your face. Keep taking the hips back. Come back, bend your knees. Keep your feet down. Now plant your right palm next to your feet and lift your right hand up and then turn towards the right. Now take your chest facing the ceiling and take your right hand towards the left. Keep open your chest. Take your eye gaze towards the corner of your room. Keep pushing your hips down and take your left right knee front. Stretch. Take your hands next to your toes. Now this time bend your left knee and take your toes close to your hips. Bend your knee which is extended back. Now swing your right hand and hold the left knee, left toe. In case you have difficulty in your knee, put a towel on the knee And now pull the toes so that your heels comes close to your hips and lean forward. Your right leg is 90 degrees on your heels. Left toe is being pulled to come close to your hips. And you're taking your hips down a bit. Keep your elbows pose. Sink a bit deeper. Forward and sink a bit deeper. Release your feet down. Hands again next to your arms. Leg is inside. Now take your right hand up inside the feet and right toe is outside close to the edge of the mat. Now take your right hand on your right knee and push the knee outside. Come on the pinky at the edge of your toes. And keep pushing the knees to the outside. Both the hands are straight. Take your hip down a bit. Release and put some weight. Any tension on your, take your body weight to push your knees close to the ground. Use your hand to push it to the ground as well. Hip is opened. Come back. Hands back. Both arms next to your toes. Then take your knees back. The knees are meeting. Gradually come to your downward facing dog. High plank. Knees down. Chest down and chin down. Glide forward. Upward cobra, upward facing dog. Downward facing dog. Left leg come forward. Right leg come forward. Down, pull forward. Hands up. Chest. And this time, hand again on the waist. Take your right feet in, half feet back. Half feet back. Look forward, push your right hip forward, left hip back. It's like a V, strong position. Both the leg knees are straight. You can widen the stance if you want to get a better stability. It could be open or closed. Take a few deep breaths. Stretch your right hand up. And then control, take your chest forward and right hand forward. Keep extending it forward. Then you gradually take your hands down and land on your shin. But keep pushing your hips. So the left hip is pushed back and right hip is coming forward. These are straight. You can be on here. Or you can take it down slowly, steadily. And then open the chest, twist your towards your left side. You can use your hand wherever it goes, but keep pushing the back heel to the ground. Because there's tendency that your heel will lift. So you consciously push the heel back and twist towards the left. Extend your left hand up. One side will be difficult than the other. If you keep pushing the weight on the back feet, you'll find better stability. Otherwise, you will make it wobbly. Hands up. As you breathe in, extend, breathe out, twist. here for a few moments. Press at one point. Look down. Again, hand on your waist. Cup your hand in front. And then release the tension on your knees. And then control. Come up and stand tall. Deep breath. Now take your feet 4.5 feet back. And your knees down, so your right knee's down. And both the hands planted next to your left toe. Extend your knee straight. Push your hip down, lift your toes towards your face. Lean back. Knees are straight. Plant your palms next to your toes. And then take your head down. And tuck your right toe if you want to get a better stability. Push, push, push. Deep breath here. Knee straight. Gradually come back. And both the palms next to your left toe. This time, lift your right hand up. Left hand up. With you're facing towards the left side. First you extend it, and then take your hands. Left hand coming towards the right side. Open your chest to the ceiling. Bit more. Every breath in, stretch. Breathe out, twist a bit more. Look towards the back of the room. Lean forward. If you lean back, then you will lose anything. Lean forward, take the hips down. If you more, lean forward and then take your hip down and twist towards the right. As we come back, hands by the side of your toes. And now lean forward and then bend your right knee. Swing your left hand to hold the right ankle. And then pull your right toe towards your hips. See that can you take your heels close to your hips and then lean forward. Lean forward, pulling your ankle to your hips. Hands are strong. You can hold the toe from outside, from inside, from the top. Whatever works for you. I can't do it from outside. Forward, keep leaning forward. Pulling the ankle, active knees, active thighs, active hands. Surrender. Enjoy the stretch on your thighs, on your knees. Lean forward a bit more. Drop it down. Hands on the side of the toes. Now this time take both the hands inside the toes. And then use your left hand to go to the left knee. Push the knee out. Open your hips, come on the side of your toes. Keep pushing the knee out. And then hips down. Push, push, push. Keep pushing the knees out. Hips down, knee out, hips down. 5 more. Deep breath. Take a breath to the hips, especially the left one. 3 days. 4, Come back to center, and then put the hands by the side of the toes. Control, take your knees stacked to each other. You can do it, let's do it chaturanga. Knees is down, chest and chin is down. Slide forward to cobra. Swing your hips to the left, to the right, to the left, to the right. And then we go to down facing dog. Down. So this is the resting position. And now with control, drop both the knees out wide, the edge of the mat. And then get into your child pose. This is an active child pose. So keep stretching your hand forward and widen your knees outside the mat. And then push your hips down and see, can you take your chest, first you take your chin down. Push your heels to the hips to the heels, chin down, and then see, can you take your chest down. Just melt on the mat. And come back. And this time, you sit on the heels, and then with control, can you take both the toes outside, and can you sit on the mat with the toes outside? If this is not happening, take the towel and sit on the towel. So now my hips is on the mat, my toes are outside. You can remove any flash under your shin to sit so that you get a better grounding. Just sink in, both the hip bones are on the mat. Stretch, open your chest. If this is too much, please sit on the towel, fold the towel so that you get a bit of raise. Sit here for a minute and take both the palms away, and then the fingers are facing the toes, and then you're leaning back. First, you take your lower back down with your elbows bending. You can be in this position where your elbows are down. You can be here by taking your head down. Good. Stretching your back. If you think you have got a little more left, and you can take your whole body down. Wherever it goes, we're going to stay here for some time. So you can be here, keep stretching your knees forward and your body back, and you stretch your spine and take your head down loose. If you think you got a little more left, then you can come down a little bit more. Go as deep as your body allows you today. There's no right, there's no wrong answer. It's just that how your body feels. You might feel that your knees are lifting, so you could push it down to the mat. Move the arch on your lower back. If there's an arch, then it will come up. This pose is not about stretching and sleeping, it's about having the spine flat on the mat. The knee can be wide to make it easier, but knee need to be on the ground. You can stretch your hand behind your back in case you are on the back. And just surrender and melt. And with control, put your elbows down, lift up, and then you straight away as a counter to this pose is downward facing dog. You find very awkward this time because your knees are quite stretched. You can come to first your angry cat, tuck your toes, and then lift up to your downward facing dog. Walk your dog a little bit to as a counter to this very, very deep stretch. This was a very, very deep stretch. Walk your dog, come to stand still. Now begin your seated position. First you take your right knee close to your hand, left knee upper right, and then sit on your hips, and then stretch your legs forward. Again, we'll go to Paschimottanasana, so you can go to whichever way you want. I always like to bend my knee and then we transition to say support my back. So first, my legs are close to my chest, eyes are closed, chest are lifted on my hips. I will stretch my right leg forward, maybe a little bend, which is fine. Keep forward, keep deep breath, chest is open, and then with control, my left leg forward, chest is open, pulling the toes to my face, pushing the heels to the imaginary wall, knees are lifted, and I'm leaning forward. Wherever it goes, chest is to be. The head is the last thing to come, so head is still looking forward, chin is forward. You can bend your elbow. In case this is too much, you can bend your knee a bit. Keep pushing this forward, and the chest is to be open. This is much easier. It is easier, and naturally the next is to stretch your leg. Just enjoy this pose. The legs are very active. You're pulling the toes towards your face, pushing the heels to the imaginary wall. Bend forward. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. The more you stay, the easier it gets because your legs start settling down and you're pulling the toes to your face. Uses the distance between your chest and your toes. And lift up, and the counter pose for this is Purvottanasana, but we'll take a modified one. So take your hands, fingers facing your hips, 6-8 inches behind your hips, bend your knees, and then lift your hips, come to the reverse tabletop. Reverse tabletop, head down, shoulders and hips and knees are one distance. Push your hips up. 5 breath in. 2, 3, 4, 5. With control, without moving your hands wherever they are. Hips down to the mat first. Don't put the weight on the mat yet. Touching the ground, and then you slide forward and take your hips close to your heels. Hands are exactly the same position. Now you drop it. So you will find your tailbone is on the mat. You're in this awkward position. And then you gradually push your lower back as much as it can. So this is kind of shoulder opener. Because my hands are still planted wherever they were. Keep pushing the shoulders back, the lower back on the mat, one vertebrae by vertebrae, reach to your limit. Then you surrender. So nothing is happening on the feet and on your hips, on your lower back. Everything is happening on your shoulder. Widen your shoulder, open your shoulders, and let your head hang loose towards the back. We'll be in this position for a while. Shoulder opener, opening your chest. Don't fidget. Stay in this one pose. Take your focus on your right shoulder, make it relax. Left shoulder, make it relax. You'll find that you can get down one more vertebrae by doing this. With control, lift up, and then I will show you another awkward pose which you hate me for. Now straight, hands are same, and this time you stretch your hand forward and take your hands, and this time take the outside of your palm towards your waist, and then you put your elbow inside the knees. So it's like a reverse pranam. This one towards the fingers are facing my chest, and then I'm taking these to the side of my waist and both elbows inside. Now this is easy, of course, nothing is trying to make it easy. So push your knees to the elbow. So this is the counter to the pose what we did. First we open the shoulders, and this is bringing shoulder close to each other. Keep pushing the knees so that the elbows start come close to each other. Touch it. And then release. Release, release, release. Check your hands, check your shoulders, do water massage. I want to do to balance things out. Stretch your hands up. Right? So now we will take a twisted pose. So knees are in front, lifted. Take your right feet close to your left hip and your left feet close to right knee. So classical twisted pose. Both the hip bones on the ground. You can wriggle a bit to get your back hip on the mat. Otherwise, the tendency that you'll be in that. So keep pushing it back. And this with control. First, you take your left hand behind your hips. Stretch your right hand. Up, up, up. Lean forward. Then take your elbow outside the left knee. And then you twist. Left side. Hips on the mat. Very control. Stand, twist forward. Lean forward. Twist. Back. You can see that your shoulders should be in one line. With the tendency that the shoulder is one side, you have to keep twisting from your upper back. Keep twisting from upper back, shoulders on one line. Then you lean forward. Don't dump your weight on the hand. Very good position for your digestion. Forward, a counter. Okay, same without changing the position, just twist on the other side. Again, change the feet. Both the feet are released. This time my left feet go underneath my, close to my right heels, right hips. The left feet goes across and next to my left knee. Again, wriggle, wriggle, wriggle. Take the weight out properly on the both side of position. First is you take your right hand up, plant it behind your back, and then you twist left hand up, take left hand next to the side. Breathe in, twist a bit more. Don't dump your weight on your back hand, just use as a lever, lean forward, Just a bit more. Back. Back. More. Twisting. And then counter to this thing. Twist on the other side. Back. Through the legs. Straight. Again, just to print screen, just to release anything. Or there's nothing, just to increase the mobility. Now, this time we stack our feet like we do every time. So first, you take your right shin parallel to the front of the mat, left leg on the top of your right knee. This is our usual sequence of releasing any hip tension. You can be here. That's good enough. Lean forward. You cup your hand in front. Forward. Keep leaning forward. Wriggle your hips to get a good grounding. Open your chest. Forward. You go wherever you want. Only thing what I don't want is an arch on your back. Back should be straight as much as you can. And if it comes to here with your chest facing up, it is just good enough. This is a bend from your lower back and not from your upper back. Keep looking forward by showing your chin to the front, face forward. Once you reach to the limit, see, can you take your elbows down? Maybe that's your limit. Enjoy this pose. Let go of any tension on your knees, any tension on your shoulder, upper body, lower body. Give a smile. Thank yourself for attempting this beautiful pose. Use your body weight to sink down a bit more. Without any effort, when you release everything, and you will find your body gets a bit heavier. Keep stretching forward from the back. Gradually lift up. That was a juicy one. And then release. With your leg, windscreen on both the sides. Windscreen on both the sides. Again, this time our left shin is parallel to the front of the mat. Right feet goes on the top of the left. Then, oh my God. Krishna. Now you can sit here. Wiggle your feet, wiggle your palm a bit to get to proper sitting. You can be here, or you can lean forward. Lean forward. Take your hands in front. Easy peasy. Stretch your hand forward, lean forward. Your chin is facing, leading to your face, not your head. Keep stretching forward. Wherever you go, first you reach to the limit and you try to take your elbow down. And then let go of everything. Let the natural gravity and the weight of your body pull your head down the front of your shin. Surrender everything what you have. Every breath in, let it go. Extend your chest forward, back straight. In this pose for a few minutes. Control, come back, and then release your legs. Put the knees wide of the mat. And with control, we will just get onto our back. Get onto our back. Finishing poses. This is the two. What you're going to do is again, we take a bridge and then we take a twist. So bridge. You want a very strong bridge this time. So take your toes close to your heels, place your heels close to your hips, stretch your chest down, hands planted next, your fingers should be touching your heels, and then with firmness, push your mat from your arm and from your leg and lift your chest halfway, and once you reach there, you wiggle and take your shoulders underneath the body, and then clasp your hand just underneath your bums, and see you get a good solid anchor. And once you get a good solid anchor through your arms and your shoulder and your feet and your forearm, then you start lifting and bringing your shoulders further inside your body. And then you lift up your hips, lift up your chest, trying to bring the chest close to your chin, not chin to the chest. Pushing, lifting your hips. Count of 10, 9, 8, lifting, 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 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Vertebra by vertebra from upper back. Lower back is still on the ground. Vertebra by vertebra, mid back, lower back, tailbone, your hips, and then body comes down. Stretch your leg, stretch. I will take a counter for this, which is just a Pavanmuktasana. So we'll take it both together, take both the knees to your chest, wrap it around, and then bring it close to your chest. Push your lower back to the ground, and then lower back to the ground. Head up. Pushing the lower back to the ground to the massage. Lift your chest up to come close to your knees. Pull the knees to the cross. Head down. Rock side to side to massage the lower back. Just a quick twist, spinal twist. Under a special recommendation, we will do the eagle pose twist. Your right leg on top of the left thigh, and then you take your toes behind your left shin, and then you're getting solid, like one leg eagle thing. Stretch your hand on the side, take your eagle leg towards your left, and look towards your right. Take your eagle leg close to your hand, and use your hand to put the leg down, and then stretch your right shoulders down the mat. Surrender. Let it go. Come back to the center. This time the eagle leg on the other side. So both the knees are bent. This time you lift your left leg. Left knee stacked up on the top of the right. Then with control, somehow stretch your leg and whatever. And just take your toes behind and then get this solid eagle type of grip. And then lift your legs up, take to the right side, and then we twist towards the right, and then head towards the left, shoulders down, surrender. Enjoy this pose. Use your hand in case you want to take the knees to the ground. Control. Back to the center. Open, tender everything. And then with control, stretch your legs to your well-deserved, well-earned, very, very well practiced Shavasana. Hands and legs sideways. Take your focus to your toes. Toes are heavy. Release any tension, release any hook, any lock. With every breath in, your body is getting heavier. And the natural gravity of the heavy toes is making it open towards the side. Heels are very heavy. Shin are connected to the mat. And no unlock on the knees. The knees is a seamless part of your leg. The hips are very heavy. Remove any arch from the lower back. Consciousness of push your shoulders back to the mat, forearm to the mat. Fingers are loose and spinning to the right, to the left. And gently internally rotate your eyes from left to right, eyeballs inside socket, right, left. Take your focus inside with your eyes closed. Take your eyeball to the top, down, left, right, rotate, clockwise, anti-clockwise inside the eye socket. Normal breathing. Arch from the lower back. Till your toes, till your fingers. Your hand behind, close to each other. Hands behind your head, stretch your body. Stretch, stretch, stretch. Breath. Release it. Bend your knees to your chest. And then turn towards the right. Hand on the pillow. Head on the pillow. Just actually sit down without any jerk, eyes closed. Sit on your comfortable position. Hands on the chest. Om aham sarvasya prabhavo mata sarvam pravardhate iti matva bhajante mam bodha bhava samarpita tapta kanchana gaurangi rahe vrindavanashwari vishwabhanu sutare devi pranamami hari priye chaitanya chandraya namo namaste. Take a deep breath. Chant Om with me. Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Ram Ram. Jess, welcome to your third eye. Thank you very much for sharing this beautiful practice with me and your positive energy. Best wishes, send your wishes to your loved ones, gratitude and positive energy to people who have made the biggest influence in your life. Thank you, the gurus. Thank you, the whole Supreme Power. Hare Krishna. Shri Krishna. Shri Krishna. All good, guys? All good?
All good, all good.
All good, guys? Slow, no. Any special requests, any suggestions, anything is most welcome. Otherwise, we'll keep chugging along.
Frog pose, frog pose, frog pose.
Frog poses, all those frog poses. You have to earn it. You have to earn it, right? You have to earn it. Anil? Anil, what chikna?
Yeah, I shaved him, yeah.
As long as
Today,